Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another series of uncomfortable reads. I hope you're ready to feel a little bit more uncomfortable because today we are talking about a book called The Courage to Be Disliked, written by Ichiro Kishimi. And the book is basically talking about a dialogue between a philosopher and a young man. This book is very different from other leadership books. Most leadership books will tell you that be vulnerable, trust your team, communicate better. And this book tells you something very different, often sits as offensive. It says, your problems are your fault, not your trauma, not your boss, not your parents. It's no one's fault, it's yours. So, what made me stop was that most of us, we live like Sigmund Freud, an Australian neurologist, without knowing it. Freud said that we live without knowing it. And he says that you are shaped by your past, your childhood trauma, unresolved wounds. Now, if we look at Carl Jung, he says a little bit something deeper, and he says that there are deeper forces at work, collective patterns, things you inherit unconsciously. You absorb them, and he say it is in the water. I'm this way because of what happened to me. And then comes Alfred. Alfred says, no, you are not determined by your past, you are pulled by your future, the goal you have chosen, the person you have decided to become. This is what shapes you, not what happened or what you did with what happened. So, the core idea presented in this book is that there is no such thing as trauma-based personality, meaning that things you blame for why you are the way you are using it. You're not stuck because of what happened, you're stuck because somewhere along the way that story became useful. It lets you off of the hook. You often present arguments such as like, I'm not a public speaker, means you never have to risk speaking. I'm just an introvert, means you never have to leave the room. My last team broke me, means you never have to trust again. So the book calls this theology instead of etiology. Fancy word, simple idea. Etiology states, I am this way because of what happened. Past determines present. It leads to victim mindset, where in contrast, teleology states, I am this way for a purpose. Present serves a goal, and chooser mindset emerges. Unfortunately, most of us live in the etiological state and we don't realize it. Every leader we know has a story. We meet the CEO who blames his father for his temper, a manager who blames corporate culture for not speaking up. Question to reflect on is, are these stories true? Maybe, maybe not. Are they useful? Maybe, maybe not. But they are not very useful. No. They are shields. And the book's point is you picked up that shield, and once you picked it up, you can put it down as well. One part of the book that I found very interesting and quite uncomfortable was the conversation between the young man and the philosopher. The young man keeps pushing back, stating, you don't understand, this thing actually happened. And the book, through the philosopher, just responds back saying, and what are you gaining by holding on to it? So the question I want you to ponder over is, if I woke up tomorrow and stopped using my old stories as an explanation, who would I have to become? So the courage to be disliked is really the courage to be exposed. I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I will leave you again with this question that ponder over. Think, if I woke up tomorrow and stopped using my old stories as explanation, who would I have to become? Thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next series.